Imagine putting everything you have into trying to earn a woman's respect, only to see it slip away no matter how hard you try. Many guys mistakenly think that endless kindness, expensive gifts, and to get a woman's respect, you need to pay her constant attention. A sad truth is that this method not only won't help you reach your goal, it can also quickly make you feel worse. Downfall. In this lesson, we're going to deal with this false belief in a powerful mix of Stoic theory and useful tips. We'll look at how you can make a woman stop disliking you and deeply regret what she did at the same time. It's not about playing games, it's about being yourself and keeping your pride. Games or looking for revenge, it's about getting your self-respect back and set clear limits, get ready to break the rules, and learn how to do something about your position. This isn't for the faint of heart. If you're ready to adopt a calm attitude and change how they talk to each other, if you want to get your power back and get the respect you deserve, hit that like button. Click the subscribe button and come along with us as we look into how to end hatred. Getting your self-worth back now. Let's start first. The well is empty, so let's not beat around the bush. Now is the time to be honest. You are to blame for how this woman acts. Is now acting like she's more important than you, which is rude. Giving her gifts, care and promises that don't come true substance, you've persuaded yourself that if you do these things, you'll win back her respect, which she has lost for a long time. Thrown away. But here's the truth. This method is not only you're going in the wrong direction and will fail every time you spend your hard-earned money to give in to her wants and needs every time you go out of your way to make her happy, you're by making it clear that you're showing her how to trick you without. By the way you act, you're telling her that all she needs to do is make them feel a little cold or indifferent, and they'll come running. Ready to give more, she knows she can get what she wants with little effort by taking advantage of your need for her praise, and trust me, she will. From a calm point of view, keep taking advantage of this as long as you let them. This kind of behavior not only hurts yourself, but it also takes away your power and honor, according to St. Chisholm. The importance of self-respect and the fact that outside validation from someone who doesn't value us is pointless. A woman who wants bribes is a crook. For respect isn't just a game. She's using you to get what she wants, is very good at what she does, and as long as you keep giving this dynamic, it looks like you're getting deeper into an emotional dependency hole. How can you fix this? The key is to have a patient attitude and stop wasting your time and money and energy on someone who doesn't seem to care about you by emptying the well, by taking off her supply. You take away her ability to control you. When she realizing that her strategies aren't working anymore, she'll be confused and won't know what to do next. She'll begin to ask yourself why you're not reacting to her cues anymore. This is where the power dynamic comes in, changes things in your favor. A calm man who knows the difference between, you can tell the difference between real interest and interest that is driven by money. Need to get this mental understanding and start using it right away. Stop being the cash give the provider the door at for someone who has only been rude to you. When you refuse to go down this path, you're not only protecting yourself from more disrespect, you're also taking back control of your life, your sense of self-worth if you keep trying to buy her love and respect. Setting yourself up for a life of failure and disrespect from her, she will keep treating you badly. She does it badly because she knows she can get away with it whenever she wants to, and my friend will take the blame for that. Right on your shoulders. Number 2, showing ignoring bad behavior. From a young age, we learn that avoiding bad behavior, and it's important to reward good behavior in all parts of life. From training whether you're dealing with a pet or people, this rule still applies, but many guys, people often forget this important lesson when they're in a relationship, especially when a woman starts to show. Let's think about the Stoic theory for a moment, which says self-control, inner strength, and the power of your own mind are stressed. When a woman treats you badly, what is the first thing that most guys do? That they are desperately trying to get back what they think is slipping away is a big mistake that people make when they don't move. A Stoic would tell you to make indifference one of your most important mental skills. Powerful tools. Let's say you're dating someone who starts putting you down and treating you badly. With disdain, your first instinct might be to work harder to get her, Acceptance, thinking that if you do this, you'll be able to fix the relationship, but this will only make her act badly even more. Telling her that you'll always be looking for her, no matter how she treats you. In the view of a Stoic, this is a big mistake to validate. Instead, embrace disinterest not only in her rude acts, but also in the person she's becoming. When you do that, you force her to face a truth she's not ready for. For the lack of power, no one, especially someone who is used to being in the driver's seat, likes it when you stop paying attention to it. You make a big change, and she starts to see that her strategies, which may have friends or so-called relationship experts have told her to try, aren't working. People who try to control or put you down are pushing you away, not pulling you closer. This is where the real change takes place. The more you don't pay attention, the more power you have. You get control of the situation again. She starts to see that her actions, keeping you in check, means pushing you away. Realizing this can be a strong moment. As a change agent, she may start to think about what she did, not because she has suddenly gained a new respect for you, but because she knows that losing you is a real possible. If you want to make a woman feel bad about not appreciating you, all you have to do is stop. Putting your attention on people who don't deserve it, show her by what you do. Letting her know that you are not someone she can depend on or control at will, when she will definitely feel bad about what she did when she realizes that you are no longer interested in her. In the end, it's up to her to show that she cares about and respects you, because if she doesn't, you'll be happy to move on without any worries. In your own worth in this way, you show that you follow the Stoic values of self-respect. You don't let anyone manipulate you because you have inner power and emotional control. Rude, and by doing that, you not only get your power back, but you also earn the respect you deserve. 3. Take back your power. When a woman treats you badly, or doesn't care about how you feel, it may seem like her view is the only one that matters. Word on how valuable you are, but what's really happening is that you're giving up your personal power to her is more important than it might seem. It looks like you're letting her control how you feel, what you do, and eventually Stoicism for the rest of your life. This is the exact opposite of what we want. Stoic philosophy tells us to be in charge of our own thoughts and actions. No matter what is going on around you, the turning point is when you make a very important choice. Get back the power over your own life that has always been yours. One of the most important Stoic beliefs is that no one has the right to put you down, show you respect, or act like you don't deserve it. Marcus Aurelius, a well-known Stoic philosopher, tells us that we are in charge of our minds, not outside events. Once you understand this, you'll see that her rudeness is simply an outside event that has nothing to do with your real worth unless you let it take back your personal power. You need to rethink your goals, set clear limits. Don't let her lack of interest in you control what you do. You have nothing to prove, especially not to someone who doesn't agree with you. Remember, your own worth is the most important thing here, something that is truly rooted in who you are, like Epictetus said, and doesn't depend on what other people think. A wise person once said that what matters is not what happens to you, but how you handle it. Being Stoic shows us that this isn't about being rude or getting even. Don't be so small-minded. Instead, it's about taking charge of your life. Focusing on your own goals will help you refuse to settle for less than what you earn. Progress and well-being, you see things more clearly and start to understand that nobody, not even she, can tell you how much you're worth. Only you can set the standards. For yourself, once you take back your power, her view doesn't matter anymore. Hold on to you, and here's the irony. She may start right now. To understand what she's lost, the power she used to have over you goes away. She has to face the fact that she doesn't have as much power as she used to. Forgot about this important part. When you take back your personal, you start to meet people who respect and value you for who you are. People who don't need to put others down to feel important. This is the way to true emotional freedom and the building blocks of healthy partnerships based on mutual respect. So, do what you need to do to get back in charge of your life, your worth, and move on from people who didn't treat you with respect. If you do that, you'll see that you are always the most important person. In this story, and now that you have your own power back, you will automatically get the respect and admiration that was always yours. And know That, as Seneca said, no one can put a chain around me. Putting something around your neck without your permission if you made it this far and found. If you think this video is helpful, please leave a review below. Take back my power to tell us how this information has felt to you. Your feedback is very important to us, and it helps us make even better material. Thanks for your help. Let's move on to number 4. Stoic advice tells us that if a woman treats you badly, it's usually because she can feel your feelings because she thinks she has control over them. Depend on your desire to do what she says, and she takes advantage of that advantage. This is where you need to take blame for letting this happen. We learn that we have control over our own minds and behaviors when we stick with Stoicism. Is most important, you can't change how other people act, but you can choose. If you want to break out of this circle of disrespect, you have to tell her and yourself that you're not stuck with her whims and that you have options. If you're not afraid to use your choices too often, men become mentally dependent on a woman who is always there for them, which only gives her more faith that she can treat you however she wants. The Stoic, in this case, you should stick to your beliefs and make it clear that you want to be in a relationship based on equal respect, not manipulation. If she wants to play games or do things that make you feel bad about yourself, let her go. Instead of hesitating, focus on finding someone who shares your beliefs and loves you for who you are. You are making this choice not to play games with your mind, but to take back control. Walk away from a situation that makes you feel weak and violates your power. You send a strong word that you know what you're worth and will do not settle for less. If she loves you, she will see that the rude behavior is pushing you away and you're ready to move on. Someone who really cares about you, picture yourself telling her firmly and quietly that you will not stand for being treated like an afterthought. You tell her that you're serious about making a link and that if she's not ready, you'll move on to someone else. Let them know you're ready to leave if they don't show you the respect you need. Moment when things change, are you no longer pleading for her? Notice, she can now see that you are a man with strong morals. Man who won't let his feelings be used against him. This change in dynamic often. Once she knows you won't be controlled, she'll feel sorrow. Upset, she might start to understand how valuable the things she is losing really are. The recognition she didn't deserve before is now something she knows she has to earn. That's not the point. It's to show that you respect yourself too much to let anyone else do that. If someone treats you badly, remember that you are the most important person in this situation. You deserve to be with someone who sees how valuable you are, not someone who doesn't think you're worth much. As a way to protect yourself, but also as a statement of your intention to live according to, don't look back, because the future holds the chance of a friendship that truly meets your needs. 5. Honor who you are and accept the power of letting go. This step may be the hardest, but it's also the freeing one. Do not be afraid to let her go. Through Stoicism, we learn that the things outside our control shouldn't decide our inner peace, and disrespect and disdain should not either. The signs you're getting are clear that the relationship is over, and staying together will only make things worse. Fear of losing someone or being alone can cause you more pain and stress. Your opinion is making it hard for you to see what's really going on. Let go isn't about giving up or looking weak. Instead, it shows that you have strength and self-respect, and that you know what you're worth. If she doesn't want to, tell her you deserve better and that you deserve respect and honor. To let go when it's time, but people often don't because they're afraid of fear is the worry that you won't meet a better person, or that you'll stay alone forever. But the truth is that when you let go, you make room for new things, making friends with people who like and respect you for who you are, not just what you can do for them. Think about this when you finally let go of the fear that was holding you back. When she starts to think about what she's lost, she'll often feel the void of, if she still had any real feelings, she'll feel bad about the disrespect and acts that led to your absence. Up to this point, but keep in mind that letting go doesn't mean she has to. You should not feel sorrow because it is about taking back your own health and freedom. In Stoicism, we are told to stay calm and not let things that drain your energy or make you unhappy get to you. Think about what we can do to manage our own thoughts, actions, and responses. You take back control of your life and feelings when you let go. The way someone acts or talks can hold you bound. This isn't just about, if you want to become a better person, don't let going away stop you. Rather than having fear hold you back, letting go could lead to a better life. In this new part of your life, be brave enough to let go of things that don't help you anymore. You'll find something much better. And most remember that you're never really alone by letting go of what isn't working for you. You're letting in new ideas and opportunities, ending up with links and a life where you're loved for who you really are. It's not about making her wish she hadn't lost you that you have the most power. Number 6. Grow a life that gives you the strength to move forward with honor and self-respect. Besides, relationships are often at the center of the complicated weave of human life. Whether they're romantic relationships, friendships, or family ties, these links shape our lives, affect the choices we make, and help us grow as people. Ties with other people are important, but it's also important to grow a sense of self that goes beyond these ties. Building a life outside of the relationship means getting to know yourself well, following your own interests, and finding happiness in your own accomplishments. This process of growing as a person is important for both personal health and the health of the connections between people. We risk losing our sense of who we are when we focus too much on our relationships and not enough on our own lives. Over time, this can make you dependent, stop you from growing as a person, and even make you angry. On the contrary, when we work on our own lives, we bring more to the connection, a fuller, more alive version of ourselves. We get stronger, more interesting, and better able to love and be loved. Basically, when we build a life outside of relationships, we make it easier to be a good partner in those relationships. This practice includes many things, such as pursuing hobbies and interests, making personal goals, and keeping up with friends outside of the relationship. It also means learning to be emotionally independent and reliant on oneself, which are very important for long-term happiness and relationship satisfaction. Building a life after the relationship isn't about putting distance between you and your partner, or becoming emotionally distant from them. Instead, it's about making a strong, healthy relationship where both people can grow. We will talk about the most important steps and ways of thinking you need to take to build a life beyond the relationship in this lesson. These steps are necessary for anyone who wants to keep a good balance between growing as a person and keeping relationships happy. Know how important it is to have a personal identity. Know that your relationship shouldn't be the only thing that makes you feel like yourself. Accept who you are as a person, knowing that you are whole even when you're not with someone. Do not fall into the trap of describing yourself by your relationship with your partner. Follow your own interests and hobbies. Do things you're really interested in, even if they're not related to what your partner likes. Set aside regular time for activities that make you happy and satisfied. Find new things that interest you, that will push you and help you grow as a person. Set your own goals. Make a list of your own goals that aren't related to your relationship. These could be job goals, fitness goals, or creative projects. Set deadlines for yourself and follow through on your plan to reach your goals. Celebrate the important events and milestones in your life, even if they have nothing to do with your relationship. Keep up a social life outside of the relationship. Make friends and social ties that aren't related to your relationship. Spend time with family and friends to make sure you have people you can turn to for support besides your partner. Get your partner to do the same, which will help both of you become more independent and socially satisfied. Learn to be emotionally independent. Learn how to handle your feelings without needing your partner's help all the time. Self-care is important, and you should learn ways to deal with stress, worry, and sadness on your own. Have faith in your ability to handle life's problems on your own. Help each other grow. Help your partner grow and pursue their own goals, and expect the same in return. Talk openly about how important it is to have personal room and time to think about yourself. Together, you can make your relationship healthy so that each person can reach their own goals while still being close. Don't become codependent. Know the signs of codependency, like relying too much on your partner to make you feel good about yourself or validate your feelings. Help them feel more confident in themselves and independent to stop these bad habits. If you need to, Get skilled help to break free from unhealthy codependency patterns. Accept being alone. Regularly spend time by yourself to get in touch with yourself and think about your life's journey. You can recover, think deeply, and explore your feelings and thoughts when you're alone. Know that being able to handle being alone is a sign of mental maturity and independence. Balance being with others and being independent. Try to find a good mix between doing things you enjoy and spending time with your partner. Know that being together and being alone are both important for a relationship to work. You and your partner should be honest about your need for space, and you should also accept theirs. Put self-care first. No matter what your relationship is like, take care of your physical, social, and mental health. Set up habits that are good for your health, like writing in a book, meditating, or working out regularly. Know that taking care of yourself is not being selfish. It's necessary for a healthy, happy life. Think about your beliefs and values. Check your values, beliefs, and goals often to make sure they match up with what you do. Even when you're in a relationship, stay true to yourself and don't give up on your core values. You should let your ideals guide you in both your personal life and your relationship. Encourage a growth mindset by, do not be afraid of obstacles. They are chances to learn and grow. See failures as opportunities to learn that make you stronger and more resilient. Encourage your partner to have a growth attitude as well, which will create an environment where both of you can grow. Make sure your needs are understood. Tell your partner the truth about how much you need the space and freedom to be yourself. Discussions in an open and polite way about how you can both help each other grow should be encouraged. You should set limits together so that you can both do well on your own and as a couple. Making a personal vision. Create a clear picture of the life you want to live without your partner. Write down your long-term goals, such as your creative, business, and personal ones. This vision should help you make choices and decide what to do. Practice being thankful and happy. Develop a mindset of gratitude for your own trip, recognizing the changes and lessons you've learned. Be happy with your own company and the life you're making for yourself instead of your partner. Take a moment to appreciate the balance you've found between your relationship and your personal life. Both are important to your happiness. Developing a life outside of relationships doesn't mean that your relationships with other people are less important. Instead, it's about improving your ability to add to these relationships by becoming happier, more independent, and more sure of yourself. You can make your relationship healthier and more balanced if you put your own growth first and keep a strong sense of who you are. This way, both people can follow their hobbies, reach their goals, and support each other on their journey. This method not only makes the relationship stronger between partners, but it also makes life better for everyone involved. Many guys make the terrible mistake of putting their focus on the relationship, whole life around a relationship. Especially when they are being disrespected, or if your partner treats you badly, your instinct may tell you to put in even more work to save the relationship. Believing that if you give up enough, show enough commitment, or you might be able to win back her love and respect, but this way of thinking is dangerous. Stoics would tell you to stay away from danger, one at all costs. They think the key is to live a happy life. You should focus on what you can change and let the rest go. Letting go of what isn't important to you and making the connection the center of your life are giving up your power to someone who doesn't care about it. This act of giving up on yourself is seen as a weakness, not only by her but also by it hurts your self-esteem and makes the bad things happen more often. Dynamic that's already in play. For example, let's say you're a skilled craftsman, able to make beautiful things, but instead of getting better at what you do and making something important, you spend all your time and energy trying to fix a broken tool that doesn't work anymore. The longer you wait, the less time you have to make something new and useful. A friendship that has become an insult and source of pain. The more you put into it, the more you Stoics say that you should focus your energy on making yourself better instead of ignoring your own growth and potential. Your life outside of this difficult relationship, pay attention to your personal growth, whether it's moving up in your job, following your dreams, or doing things you enjoy. Bring you joy, make new links, strengthen the ones you already have, and find new situations that will help you grow. By doing this, you show that you are open to new ideas, that your happiness and satisfaction don't rest on what other people think of you. This change in focus not only helps you feel better about yourself and sends a strong message that you're not a man who begs for respect. You earn it by living a life of purpose and honesty. And when she sees that you're not playing the part anymore of an angry lover holding on to a relationship that isn't good for them, things will start to change, and she might start to question how she acts. She should feel bad about how she treated you. But here's what's really important. Victory is not in her feeling bad about what she did, but in changing yourself by making a life that is rich and satisfying. No matter what relationship you're in, you recover that you will be ready to move when you have the focus and strength to see what really matters. You should move on with honor, whether that means giving her another chance or leaving without a word. Backward glance. Remember that the Stoics taught us that our real power is inside us by focusing on what you can change about your deeds, your growth, your mind, and you're free. Free yourself from negative thoughts and become someone that other people naturally like. You will respect and admire, and the best part is that you won't have to ask anyone, for there you'll never have to earn respect again because you'll have lived a true life. 7th, accept total detachment. This is one of the most powerful things you can do. One way to deal with a woman's lack of interest is to accept complete detachment. There is a Stoic concept at the heart of what we mean when we talk about detachment. We're not just talking about not caring, we're talking about fostering genuine. This isn't just a strategy. It's a way of thinking, a change in how you see yourself. And we have to be honest, detachment is hard, especially when feelings are involved. You might still feel something for her, but here's the cold truth. You should know that your happiness and peace of mind don't depend on what she does. Detachment is a tool that lets you keep your cool, your feelings, and then over the situation itself. Picture this. A woman who has been used to playing with your feelings and seeing you chase after her whenever she wants. When she pulls away, it makes her feel powerful and like she has control over things. You can break this loop when you take the Stoic stance of detachment. As soon as you stop letting her acts bother you, the IC changes, lost the power she used to have, which hurts her pride, my friend. Stoic detachment means you stay calm and collected. No matter what she acts, you don't react to what she says or does, and you don't look for her praise or validation. Just go on with your life as if what she didn't matter. This is where the real power lies. Of calm detachment lies by acting like you don't care. You send the message that your sense of self-worth is not affected by what she says or does. Think about the story of Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher who taught us to pay attention only on what we can control our actions and thoughts. By following this idea, you show her that her efforts to control or trick you are pointless. She will become uneasy when she realizes she doesn't have the reins anymore. When a woman knows she can't change your mind anymore, she is forced to think again about what she did because of her newfound lack of concern because you made her think about how she treated you. She starts to know that her lack of respect and her tricks could cost you everything, which she probably didn't mean to do. Expect that no one likes to lose something they used to take for granted, especially when they understand how valuable it is. Now that it's too late, keeping up this stiff apathy is important not just for getting back your pride and winning the respect you deserve. It shows her that you are not her emotional slave, but a man who knows what he's worth. Doesn't let herself be influenced when she knows that since she has lost you, she may end up in a place she didn't expect to be, trying to stand firm in your detachment and let your deeds and your calm, unfazed attitude will speak louder than any words you could use. Get back in charge and make sure people respect you even more this is the core of Stoic wisdom, and it can be used in modern relationships by mastering yourself. Master the power of the situation. Number 8, pride in oneself. As a person grows, their character and health are built on their self-respect. There are no national, social, or personal boundaries when it comes to this deeply personal but universally important part of human life. People who have self-respect carry themselves with a sense of dignity and self-worth. This affects every part of their life, from their personal relationships to their work success, and from how they treat themselves to how they let others treat them. At its core, self-respect means realizing that you are valuable as a person. It's not based on approval from others, accomplishments, or comparisons with others. Instead, it comes from a strong trust in one's own worth and honesty. This belief gives people the strength to set healthy limits, make choices that are in line with their values, and live a true-to-themselves life, even when other people or society expects them to do something different. Self-respect is powerful because it helps people feel good about who they are and gives them confidence. When you value yourself, you're more likely to go after goals that are important to you instead of those that other people want you to reach. This inner strength protects you from bad things happening and helps you handle life's challenges with grace and power. Respecting ourselves is also connected to respecting other people. It's hard to respect other people if we don't respect ourselves first. This idea is at the heart of many moral beliefs and is necessary for relationships to stay healthy. When you respect yourself, you treat others with the same respect and care that you give yourself. This makes a space where everyone feels safe and understood. Self-respect is also very important for mental health. Folks who have a lot of respect for themselves are less likely to feel guilty, ashamed, or doubtful of themselves. Because they don't get their sense of worth from what other people think, they can handle failure and abuse better. Instead, their sense of self-worth comes from how they see themselves, which stays the same no matter what else is going on. Having self-respect can be hard in today's world where social media and society norms often set the standards for what is beautiful, successful, and happy. Compared to others all the time can make you feel bad about your own worth and make you feel like you're not good enough. People can deal with these stresses and keep a healthy self-image, though, by building a strong sense of self-respect. One of the most important benefits of self-respect is that it makes you feel strong. When you respect yourself, you're less likely to put up with being hurt by other people or yourself. You put up walls to protect your health and make decisions that are true to who you are. This gives you the power to live an honest life, where your choices and actions are in line with your ideals and goals. Self-respect is also an important part of growing as a person. It makes people think about themselves and their lives, which helps them see where they might need to change or improve things. The goal of this process of self-improvement is not to meet outside standards, but to keep a promise to oneself. In this way, personal growth stops being a chore and starts being a fun journey. Self-respect is important in relationships so that both people can accept and understand each other. When both people in a relationship respect themselves, they are more likely to talk about their problems honestly, find good solutions, and help each other grow. These kinds of relationships are based on trust and fairness, so both people feel like they are valued and appreciated. Self-respect helps people stand up for themselves, fight for their rights, and say no to bad behavior at work. It builds a sense of professional honesty and helps people handle the dynamics of the workplace with ease and confidence. When employees respect themselves, they are more likely to respect their co-workers and make the workplace a better place to be. Self-respect is also important for setting and keeping personal limits. Setting these limits is important for keeping your mental, physical, and time health safe. If you don't respect yourself, it's easy to get stuck in routines of trying to please other people or going above and beyond to meet their needs. If you respect yourself, you can easily say no to requests that don't fit with your priorities or well-being, and yes to requests that do. To gain self-respect, you have to keep thinking about yourself, taking care of yourself, and being kind to yourself. It means knowing that you are valuable in and of yourself, accepting your skills and weaknesses, and being kind and understanding to yourself. It means being proud of your accomplishments without putting down other people's, and admitting your mistakes without letting them define you. To build self-respect, it's important to spend time with people who are positive and helpful. The people you hang out with can really change how you feel about yourself. Because of this, it is important to connect with people who value and accept you for who you are. It's also important to stay away from places and people that make you feel bad about your own worth or promote negative self-perceptions. Being self-respecting also means taking care of your mind, body, and emotions. This means making decisions that are good for your health and happiness, like working out regularly, eating well, or doing things that make you happy and fulfilled. You also need to take time to rest and recharge because self-care is not an option, It's a must. To sum up, self-respect is an important part of living a real and satisfying life. It gives people the tools they need to live in line with their ideals, work toward important goals, and make friends in a healthy way. By respecting yourself, you can make your life true to who you are, strong when things go wrong, and full of personal growth and happiness. Foundation of character. Self-respect is what makes a person who they are and affects their actions, choices, and relationships. Inherent worth. The foundation of self-respect is recognizing one's own worth as a person, regardless of accomplishments or approval from others. Self-respect gives people the power to set healthy boundaries, make choices that are in line with their values, and deal with problems with strength. Link to respect for others. Self-respect is the first step to respecting others, and it helps people accept and understand each other. Health. Having a high regard for yourself is very important for your mental health because it lowers feelings of guilt, shame, and self-doubt. Fighting social pressure. Building self-respect helps people fight social pressure and keep a healthy view of themselves. In order to live an honest life and grow as a person, you need to respect yourself. This will help you focus on self-improvement that is in line with your values. Healthy relationships. Self-respect helps people in relationships talk to each other, work out their differences, and support each other, which makes the ties stronger. Professional integrity. Having self-respect at work helps people stand up for themselves, fight for their rights, and follow ethical standards. Personal limits. Having self-respect is important for setting and keeping personal limits that protect your time, energy, and mental health. Continuous journey. The path to self-respect is a continuous one that requires self-compassion, self-care, and self-reflection. Positive influences. To keep and improve your self-respect, it's important to surround yourself with helpful, respectful people. Holistic well-being. Taking care of your physical, social, and mental health is an important part of having self-respect. Living authentically. In the end, self-respect lets people live a life that is true to who they are, strong, full of happiness and personal growth. This short description describes what self-respect is all about and how it affects many areas of life. It gives a full picture of its power. To be clear, the best way to make a woman feel bad is not to do anything. To respect you, you must first develop and show unwavering. Stoics believe that how other people treat you is often a mirror of your own self-respect, of how you treat and think about yourself if you've let rudeness creep in. Into your relationship, it's important to know that this behavior not only shows what she's doing, but also what she thinks. To be stoic, you have to know something about your own ideals and self-worth. The key to regaining respect is to take charge of our own responses, not other people's. Your response to situations that make you feel good about yourself sets a line for people to cross if they want to stay in your life. This isn't about being cocky or deserving. It's about knowing your own worth and not letting anyone take it away from you. Accept anything that makes it less important. Take the time to figure out what your limits are. Are they clear and firm? Do they show that you respect yourself For instance, if a woman consistently puts you down or tricks you, stern to deal with this in a calm and clear way. You could say something like, "I value her, but I value myself too, and the way things are now doesn't fit with how much I value myself." This simple but powerful sentence makes she knows what is expected of her and is expected to live up to these standards. You not only earn respect from others, but you also earn it yourself. Self-worth, which often makes the woman think twice about how she acts after learning she knows she has crossed a line that you will not let her do again. She may start to see how strong you are. Determination and, as a result, feel bad about what she did. In the end, respect is a two-way street. Trade, but you have to start by respecting yourself. Deep is the moment when other people have to respect you too, or risk standing strong in the face of loss, is what Stoic wisdom is all about. Your ideals include staying calm and letting other people come to terms with the expectations you've set for number 99. Set your own priorities. You yourself, we've reached the last and most important point. The most important thing you can do to get back your honor and self-respect is to put yourself first. During this trip, I've been looking for respect and dealing with other people's contempt. Many people don't want to face the hard truth that you should never have to earn someone's respect. The option you have before you isn't worth it. What the choice is about is you, and how she will feel about what she lost, not her. The most important thing you can do is choose to live your life. Declaring that you know what you're worth and will no longer sell is the most important thing you can do. Your pride and respect for yourself for small amounts of attention. By picking yourself, make your word to the universe clear. I am enough, I am whole. And I will only let things into my life that make it better, honor, and value me. This is the ultimate killing blow. When you pick yourself, you shut the door on all the poisonous abuse, disrespect, and emotional manipulation that has worn you down for a long time. You let yourself be who you are and do what you really want to do. You choose to be yourself and not settle for anything less than what you deserve. Start a new journey where you are the main character and your wants and needs are the story. And health come first. For example, the lessons of Stoicism tell us that our power lies in our power to control our own actions, not those of other people. When you put yourself first, you don't just leave someone who doesn't respect you, you become silent. By following this self-governance concept, you choose to focus on what you can control. Deeds, your thoughts, and your sense of self-worth. Imagine that you've been putting all of your energy into someone who doesn't even notice how hard you're working for them, takes you for granted, expecting you to be there for me all the time, but now you've changed your mind. Start putting that energy back into yourself. Follow your dreams. If you take care of your health and surround yourself with people who really care about you, the situation changes quickly. The person who used to treat you badly starts to notice the change. They miss your care and attention when they know you're not available for them whenever they need you. When they feel bad about what they did, they remember what they lost because you showed them that their approval doesn't change how valuable you are. This is how you make a woman. I feel bad that I didn't respect you by trying to change her mind instead of yours. Focus. When you raise your status, you naturally move away from people who don't value you, making room for them. Where only people who really know how valuable you are can enter as we close this chapter. Remember that the respect, worth, and honor you want in a relationship aren't based on not by what other people do, but by how you treat yourself. If there's one lesson to learn from now on, you should never have to fight for anything. That ought to be naturally yours. The most important choice you can make is to, when you put yourself first, there is no greater victory than that. If you stand up for yourself and don't accept less than what you earn, people around you will start to change. Those who don't see your worth will drift away, while those who do will stay. Value will get closer. This change starts inside you and can only be made by you. When you start something, you have the power to change your life. As you please, if you made it this far and liked the video, let us know what you think by leaving a comment below that says, "Put myself first." How this material spoke to you. Your feedback is very important to us and helps us improve. Thanks for your help. Now let's make even more helpful information. We've been on a trip through a transformative exploration of Stoic wisdom that was made just for those who are ready to get back their pride and self-respect in relationships, because as we've seen, respect is, you can't buy or beg for it. You have to earn it by having self-worth and are sticking to your beliefs. Stoicism isn't just a philosophy term. The idea is that it's a useful guide that teaches us to concentrate on the things we can manage, like our deeds and our views. Remember that the real test of your worth is not what other people think of you, of other people, but from the confidence and strength you build up in yourself by. By following Stoic principles, you can make sure that your relationships aren't just about getting respect, but also about giving it. Be honest with yourself first if this video spoke to you. If you like and share it, please remember that your help gets it to more people. If you think these lessons could help other people, please leave a note below with your thoughts or experiences about how Stoicism can help your relationships. We'd love to hear how you use it. These tactics have changed your life. And if you want to learn more, make sure to watch the suggested videos on your screen. They were chosen to help you learn more and how to use Stoic ideas in everyday life. Thanks for joining us. Remember that the first step toward respect and self-worth is making a choice. Take the first step toward accepting your true worth by subscribing to our new stuff. And until next time, live a life of honor and respect. Time to be careful and keep your cool.